Hello, normally I introduce us, but here's Thommi.
Hey, thank you very much for tuning in to Gotta Be Real Movie Reviews with Thommi, that's me, and Jules, right here. I am super geeked right now. We are going to review Dr. Sleep.
She is so geeked.
Stephen
So
King. You know, I love me some Stephen King. I love the way his mind works. I'll take it off, Julie.
All right.
Give it to us.
So, Dr. Sleep, rated R. It's a horror fantasy drama.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't think it was super scary, but it was really good. It's really good. Okay, so this takes place right after The Shining. And we watched the little boy that we saw in The Shining, Danny, grow up through the years. And we see how he's dealing with his powers.
Dealing with his after effects of childhood trauma.
And that too. Yes.
Of being chased through a labyrinth snow maze by his father.
Okay. Yes. Gotcha. And now he has to deal with a cult called the True Knots. They're demons, and they suck the shining, which is like energy out of people, out of children, because they have the most pure shining. So they can sense these kids that have this, and they suck their energy out.
Yes, and then they can also read each other's minds.
Yeah.
They can talk to each other. They can be across the country. Doesn't matter. They can read each other's minds, make things happen.
By them doing that, it keeps them immortal, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, they can be killed, but it lets them live longer.
Right.
As long as they keep doing that. Yeah.
After them. Yeah, there was a really, it does involve some children, There was a scene in there that's pretty graphic, kind of got to me there, but
so
just
think about that
aware.
if you're thinking about taking your kids.
Mm-hmm.
But this movie, speaking of kids, there is a phenomenal, I'm stealing your word right here, her
Yes,
favorite
you
word,
are.
phenomenal new actress called Kylie Curran. She plays Abra, which is a little girl in the movie that befriends Danny. And
she is like, oh my goodness.
Her shine is super bright. It's brighter than one that they've seen in many years, or maybe ever. So the demons are after her, and Danny's trying to help her, and that's basically what the movie is about.
Yes, and I seen there was some really cool stuff in here. Oh, first, that little Abra.
Yeah.
Little girl, you would think she's been acting for like 10 years.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, she was like
in
in what?
First major film.
Facing the Demons. What?
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh, get it, baby girl. I love, yes.
Talk
yes.
about girl power. That is
girl
power.
power. Yes. To see more. Girls in science and all that good stuff. So there were a couple of neat things that I've seen in here. So first, I was so happy to be back in Overlook Hotel.
Yeah.
With the rushing blood and the crazy looking twins. And then Danny on his little big wheel.
They brought everybody back.
Oh, yes. Loved it.
Yes.
Originally, so this hotel is actually called the Timberline Hotel. Mm-hmm. And the room number 237, they asked them to change it. It was actually like 217, but they asked, can you please change it to 237 because we don't want our guests to be freaked out.
We still want to make money, in there anyway. Shoot, the lobby and everything. Come on, I'd be freaked out.
That's gotta be. I wonder if it's a tourist site. I want to go.
I'm sure it is.
I want to go. Oh, and then the another thing, the tracking shots. When they're going over mountains and all of that, same.
Right.
They just shot it at night this time. The mazes were the same.
Yep.
And then there were
they were amazing.
Amazing. Yes, they were. And there was a scene where adult Danny is talking to his father in Overlook Hotel. It is not Jack Nicholson, but for a second there, you're going to look like, is this CGI?
Because they got a guy that looked kind of like him, but they didn't CGI Jack Nicholson.
Mm-hmm. And they did the same thing with Danny's mom, too. They had a scene where kind of, on the side view that kind of looked like her originally. So this film,
they did a good job with that. But wait, what about the house? What about Abra's house?
Oh, yes, I did notice that. So I'm watching the film and the camera pans over her dress, Abra's house, with her mom and dad. And anytime the camera takes a couple beats on any scene, there's something of significance there. So the address was 1980, which is the year The Shining was made. I just love this movie. Go see it. You need to see it on a big screen. I'm giving this, hold on a minute. I'm giving this movie 4 clappers.
Okay.
Because it was freaking fantastic. Full price, absolutely. You won't regret it. It won't, hurt your pockets. You're gonna be happy. Just know that it is a little over 2 hours.
Yeah.
I didn't notice it. 2.5. Yeah, because I'm used to watching Stephen King, movies, and they're always extra long or miniseries. Excellent. And when it comes to whether or not you want to take the kids, I would say, speaking for myself. And Jules knows this, as most people do. I've been watching horror since I was in elementary. I mean, like graphic horror, demons, and all that stuff. I turned out pretty good. So, use your discretion if you're going to take the kids.
Yeah, especially since there's violence involving kids,
Right.
as we mentioned earlier.
Right.
I'm also going to give it 4 claps.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Boom.
All right.
4 clappers. Yes, thank you very
with the full
much.
price too.
Yes,
But
absolutely.
I say, if you're older like me, since it's 2.5 hours, you might not want to go to that late screening because you might end up not making it to the end. I don't know.
You'll watch it.
It's really good.
You're not going to fall asleep.
And it does keep you engaged, but
It
there
is.
are some sweeping views and some calm parts that you
Yes.
might do.
Oh, I'm just so geeked about this movie. I love me some Stephen King. So we want to thank you very, very much for tuning in to Dr. Sleep. Be sure to like us Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Like and subscribe today. We will see you shortly. Bye-bye.
Bye.